So hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's our first official Monday without The Walking Dead. It's the first Monday of the hiatus. Well, I guess as I'm posting this it probably isn't. It's the day that the mid-season finale airs officially, but you know, AMC Plus and all that. There's no Walking Dead reaction going up today, and Fear isn't back until next Monday. So I'm going to be doing the Fear reactions from next Monday onwards. They're putting 2 episodes up, I think, on AMC Premiere, so I don't know, will I be putting up 2 reactions next week or just one? I don't know yet. So Fear reactions. Fucking hell, that was aggressive. Damn postman. It's a good thing that the postman did knock on the door, because I forgot I had my dinner on and I didn't set an alarm, so I would have sat here as my kitchen went up in smoke. The Fear reactions are going to be starting up next week, and as always I'm going to be putting the more extended versions. Hang on, I'm sitting on my blanket. The more extended reactions are going to be going up on Patreon, as always. I do a whole bunch of reactions over there. There's 2 uploads a day. There's a nice mixture of old shows and new shows. There's movies and live streams. So the link to my Patreon is down below, along with my Twitter, my Instagram, and everywhere else you can find me. Tomorrow I'm posting a very, very fun video that I'm so excited for. So make sure you keep your eye on my channel tomorrow. It's another chat video, that's all I'll say. So yeah, that's going up tomorrow here on YouTube. I'm also going to be starting reactions for that show. There's like a, what's it called? Is it Dead in the Water? Is that the name of the show, or is that the name of the episode? I don't know. But there's another Walking Dead spin-off that I don't even think I was aware of this being made. But apparently episode 1 is already out. I'm hoping to get a reaction for that up sometime this week or next week, but I will be starting reactions for that 1000%. I'll be posting reactions for it here on YouTube, and then the extended versions will be going up on Patreon. So yeah, since this is the first Monday in a while that I haven't been posting a reaction, I thought I would do a fun video. Apparently my videos aren't fun. So over the past few weeks I have been deep in the grips of my 5 Seconds of Summer obsession. It has resurfaced. I went to see them in Dublin, did a vlog. It was fucking great. I loved them. But something I like to do in my downtime is... Why does this sound like an ad? It's like some kind of weird sponsored post. If you would like more downtime, boy, do I have the site for you. No, it's not sponsored. But in my downtime lately, I've been watching a lot of like cast interviews and funny videos online that just make me feel the good feelings. And one that I ended up watching was Michael Clifford from 5 Seconds of Summer ranked all of the boys' hairstyles, and then they ranked their songs on this tier list online, and I thought that could be fun to do. Not with hairstyles, don't click off the video. But I found one online that was a Walking Dead characters tier list, and I thought, yes, let's ruffle some feathers, let's rank the characters, because I know people are going to get mad at me. No matter what way I choose to do this, people are going to be mad. Okay, so this is how it looks. So you have S, A, B, C, and D. I don't know what S stands for. Maybe it stands for sickening characters. And then there's a whole fuck ton of characters down here. I feel so bad, because I already know that I'm going to have a whole bunch in the D category, and I feel... I don't like ranking people. It's not nice. It's fucking hilarious, but it's not nice. I want to quickly give a shout out to the person who made this list. And oh, that's so cool. They included their little their Twitter profile. That's awesome. Let's go. Okay, so first of all, we got Noah here. He's bam in the middle. He wasn't my favourite. He wasn't my least favourite. And I'll probably go back and change these as I go through the characters. But for now, I don't want to put anyone anywhere. So boom, he's in the middle. Oh, I spoke too soon. You take your rightful place right up there, you beauty. I fucking love Dog. Even though Dog was a little bit of a traitor and did go running back to Leah, I love Dog. Shiva better be on this list somewhere too, I'm just saying. Oh, you can't see my cursor. This is going to be a lot more confusing. Okay, so this little missus. I can't remember, is it Izzy or Mika? It's one of the 2, but I remember the 2 freaky girls, the whole look at the flowers situation. As characters, like, they were okay. Again, bam, we're just going to put you in there until I remember more about you. Connie obviously would go straight up to the top. Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck are you? Oh, we'll put you in C, buddy. I don't recall you enough to put you any further up. I don't know you that way. Morgan Jones himself. Morgan Jones is a strange one, because I feel like when he was on The Walking Dead, I wasn't like nuts about his character. I liked his character and the progression. I liked that he was in the show, then he fucking dipped, he just went bye-bye, and then he came back out of nowhere. And then fucking fucked off to Fear. I've preferred his time on Fear more. So what list is this, actually? Can we just take a minute to appreciate that my tailored ads are all fucking hair dye? How on brand of me. Yeah, so it's just the Walking Dead TV characters. Okay, so if we're going by Walking Dead standards, I would probably put Morgan... See, now I feel like they're too high. Now I feel like these guys are too high. Okay, well, we're dropping you down because there should be more tiers. There should be more tiers. I'm feeling very conflicted about this. Carol goes straight up here. Oh, this is the other lady. Okay, they go together. The two of these motherfuckers go together. Sadiq absolutely loved him. He did not get enough time to shine in the show. Absolutely loved him. Poor motherfucker fell to the curse of the doctors. Which means it's time for Magna's brother too. Her brother. Wait, is he Magna's brother or Yumiko's brother? Yeah, fuck that up. The other guy was Yumiko's brother. I'm guessing he's going to be on the list somewhere too. Yeah, Tommy, he's Yumiko's brother. I'm guessing he's on the list somewhere. But the curse of the doctors comes for everyone. My guy's time on the show is limited. But yeah, Sadiq, I feel like he didn't get enough time to shine. I loved him. He was just fucking swell. He gets A tier. This motherfucker right here, I'm not gonna lie, this is ringing no bells. This guy's ringing no bells for me. We're putting him in the D tier. I don't remember you, man. Jesus goes boom, right up there. We did get a lot of, but we didn't get enough of. I wanted more of Jesus. Every time he was in a scene, you just knew he was going to run up some walls or do a spinning kick or do something crazy. And I just loved him. I loved him and I miss him. That luscious head of hair. Enid. I liked her storyline. I loved the JSS stuff. Obviously, I like the JSS stuff. I got it fucking tattooed. But yeah, I liked her. I liked the story. She wasn't one of my favourites, though. We just put her here. I can feel the stands getting angry. Oh, this motherfucker. That's the guy that looks like Gerard Butler. This guy. Would he have something to do with melons or cantaloupes or something? I'm sorry, my dude. I don't really recall who you are. This isn't my least favourite list. This is the people I don't really remember, but you're vaguely familiar to me. Same goes for this guy. Obviously, Rick Grimes goes to the highest of the high. If there was a higher level than this, Rick would be chilling up there. I think very rarely in a show is the main character your favourite character. But very rarely is the main character the best character. Rick was just fucking it. He is, to this day, one of my favourite characters ever. I think he was... I don't know, was it a mixture of what Andy brought to the table, or was it a mixture of the storyline, or how it progressed throughout the show organically? Dude, I just fucking... Yes. S tier. S for... So sexy of you, Rick Grimes. Dwight. Yeah, Dwight. Dwight. We're gonna put him on B tier, because... I don't know why. I think I liked his storyline, like, with the Saviors more than I like what's going on in Fear. Because, like, with the Saviors, you had the progression of him where he was introduced into the show and it was like, oh my god, he's a bad guy. But then you see that he wasn't. He was just like, you know, by proxy or by wanting to survive or just by being in this world, he kind of fell in with the wrong group, did what he had to do to survive, to keep his wife alive, for everything to just go okay. And then to see him go from that and then to progress into his own little character. And he really did get his time to shine on Fear. And I like what happened in Fear. This is a Walking Dead list, so my man, you're going right here. This is the Walking Dead to Fear the Walking Dead pipeline zone. Dale, good old Dale face. Mag, now we were talking about her earlier. I'm going to put her in B. I've liked what we've seen so far of her. I like her vibe. I loved her and her group's introduction. Fucking loved it. We're going to put her in B. I don't know enough about her yet to like really adore her or love her or put her in A, but I do like her. Boom, boom, right up to A. Love Rosita. Again, love how her storyline has just done its fucking thing. You know, she came into the show and then things went a little bit quiet for her and then bam, suddenly she was with Sadiq, she was with Gabriel and she had a baby. That's a lot to happen to one character. And now she's like head of the police in the Commonwealth, or she was. I don't know where the happenings of the mid-season left her. Are her and Gabe even together anymore? What happened there? Because like we saw her like trading off Coco at one point of the day and it looked like they were like sharing custody or something, and we did we see Gabe and her live together? What happened there? Gonna put this crazy son of a bitch up in B as well. It's not that I enjoyed Merle's character, it's that he was a necessary little lit firework to put into a granny's handbag to cause a bit of chaos. He progressed Daryl's story in ways that I don't think Daryl would have been progressed had he not been Merle's brother. to see where Daryl started out and Merle being who he is, coming from the background that the two boys came from, it really just showed you what Daryl could have been. And he was fucking nuts. And he's exit from the show. He's exit? What? Shh, I know. My alarm's gone off. That means my dinner is nearly done. Oh God. His departure from the show was like fucking nuts as well. So we'll put him in B. This little fucker. Why does his face fill me with rage? Why does his face fill me with rage? Who are you? I'm putting him in the list of the forgotten but I'm mildly angered by looking at you list. C, I guess? She was alright. Yamiko, put you up in B. Her storyline is really taken off what we've seen lately. I'm loving what they're doing and the tone they're taking with her and her brother as well. So Jerry would probably go. Would Jerry go in B or A? Are you an A or a B, Jer? We'll put him in A just because like his character is a ray of sunshine. You know, being introduced into the show with Zeke and following him, and then he went out and he had his own family. I've loved watching Jerry. Tara, B. Or A. Or B. See, the problem is the further back you go with characters, the more I kind of like, there's a disconnect. Because like I loved Kara? Who is she? I loved Tara's character back in the day, but I feel like it's been so long since we've seen her that I've kind of disconnected from her character a bit. We'll leave you in B, babes. You had one hell of an exit, I'll give you that. This poor guy. What's his name? Alden. This poor dude. Yeah, he just kind of slipped into the show, was in the background of a whole bunch of scenes. There was a bit of tension between him and Maggie, and it was like a bit strange. Looks like he's shaking from anticipation as to where I'm going to put him. We'll put you in C, babes. I didn't have any real feelings about you, and I feel like his death was a little bit underwhelming. We kind of knew he was going to die when he was dropped at the fucking church, so like, sorry about it, but there you go, love. Herschel, A status. I loved everything got to do with the farm, the Green family, Herschel as a character, his arc, his backstory. No man is good enough for your little girl until one is one of my favourite lines from any TV show. Oh my God, I forgot about my dinner. This fucking dude what was he? Was that Spencer? All I remember is the guts. D. Just because I don't really remember a whole lot. All I remember is how he died. Let's just right there. And given how long he was on the show for and everything about like him, I think the problem I have with characters like Glenn and characters like Maggie, you know, people forget that they were characters individually. Yeah, you might love the ship, like I loved Glenn and Maggie, like as a couple they were lovely, great, but like he was a fantastic character on his own, you know what I mean? And then you had the bubbling relationship between him and Maggie playing out over the course of however long it played out over. I loved the core of his character. He was just so sweet and so pure and so funny and believable as a person. So yeah, I love him and I miss him. And I like that his legacy has been kept alive on the show, but it really annoys me that it always overshadows Abraham's. Abraham left behind a heartbroken Rosita and Sasha, like, so there was love there. So I don't really understand why people always overshadow Abe. Anyway, moving on. This little lady, see, I didn't particularly love Andrea. I thought she was like, okay, she was annoying at points. She was just alright, I suppose. Fucking tainted meat. Garrett, the absolute meat muncher. I'm gonna put him in B, just because like that whole storyline was so wild. My little innocent head back when I saw that for the first time, man, I did not know what the fuck to make of that shit. That was shocking. Whereas me now, I'm weathered and beaten down and nothing surprises me anymore. But my God, that man instilled a rage in me. Same with this motherfucker. Oh my God, his whole face and aura made me want to chomp concrete. You can't see him because he's underneath me. This guy, can you see him now? This motherfucker. Oh. I'm putting him in C. I don't think he has, you know, Garrett level status. Was his name even Garrett? I don't remember. Shane, I'm gonna put in A. Like, season 1, season 2, the drama and the whole Shane and Laurie situation. I don't know, like, Rick's best friend just instantly shagging his wife is a bit shady. I'm like, dude, you think your best friend is dead, so your answer is to just, well, when in the apocalypse, fuck your dead best friend's wife, I guess. I think he was light years ahead of everyone in a way, though. Shane jumped right to, like, season 7 or 8 of the mentality of the characters in season 1. Shane was just like, right, okay, we need to go a bit psycho. I can do that. I just think he was before his time. But people act like he was the best character to ever come out of The Walking Dead, and I'm like, nah. Lads, Miss Arrow through the eye. We'll put Denise in... Oh, that's mean. Oh, this list right here just gives me chills. Oh, C is giving me chills. I don't think you deserve to be in there, baby. But I don't like her enough to put her in B. Negan is an A. Wait, no, this is S. Whatever. Negan is the top tier for me. I just, character-wise, fascinating. The change, the growth, the development, the impact he has on other characters, the impact his story arc has had on both characters and viewers. Nobody divides a fucking community more than when you hear the question, what's your opinion on Negan? My God. Oh, whoa. So he is S level. What does S even stand for? It's confusing. Why is it red? Usually red is bad. Ed, this little motherfucker, you're going in D. If there was a below D, you'd be going there. You'd be going straight to H, hell. Kelly will put you up in B. I love the dynamic Kelly has with people around her, particularly like her most inner close group. And I loved watching the struggle and the story progress all around, particularly like when Connie was missing. Whoa. Lovely person though. I met Angel Theory at a convention a few years ago. Oh my God, such a lovely person. I've met a lot of these people so far. I just haven't really mentioned it. So it's a bit weird to be mentioning it now. This video just turns into a tea video. Let me tell you who was the rudest. This motherfucker. Who the fuck? Eastman. I mean, we had him for what? 1 episode? Not even. He should be in D tier, but he taught Morgan everything that he learned, so I guess I kind of have to put him in C. Beta. Whoa. It might be a bit controversial. I think I preferred Beta over Alpha. So, like, we'll put Beta up here because villain-wise and storyline-wise just knocked it out the park for me. Fuck is this? Who are you? Is that your one... Is that your one sister? Amy? Yeah, I don't recall you, darling lover. You're going in here. Judith goes... I'm going to put Judith in A and not in S, just because she's still such a young character. I mean, it's going to be interesting to watch her grow up because she grew up in the apocalypse. So it's going to be interesting to see what she turns into and how she changes. But I don't feel like she quite deserves S tier just yet. But she's a Grimes, so she deserves A tier. Simon. Like, Simon was alright, I suppose. You know? He was very theatrical. I appreciate that about him. I'll put him in B just because he was part of like my favourite arc. I feel like he's there, by the way, in case like my big fucking head keeps covering the list. The Saviour arc was just probably one of my favourites, so boom, we'll put him next to Dwight. You fit right in, babes. This motherfucker. You're going right down here. Remember him annoying me too. Wasn't Ron a total dick? Am I misremember? I don't know. Well, what I remember, he was a dick. Zeke and Carl's kid. Henry? Put you up here. Very sad how he left the show. Very impactful scene, but I don't have a whole lot of opinions on him really. That was another classic case of like average character but progressed the storyline, not to be confused with like something like Carl's death impacting and progressing the storyline, because he was a well-established character that a lot of people loved. He was just like, oh yeah, that's so-and-so and he died and now these characters are having a response to this. That's kind of what I feel he was. That might be a bit harsh, but there you go. Who the fuck is this? Oceanside? Are you Oceanside? I'll just go ahead and put you here, love. Maggie would probably be A tier for me. I might move her up. We'll see. Luke, I mean, like, he just... Man, he is a conundrum. He flew on in here with his Stradivarius and his new group and then just fucking disappeared off to Fantastic Beasts. So I'll put you in here, darling. I don't know enough about you to love you. He could have been such a lovable character. And then he just bailed. This motherfucker. Don't recall him, but I think he was a bad guy. Boom. Governor, one of my more loved villains. B. Laurie, that woman wrecked my head. I'm going to put her in C. Like, she was a good character, but the choices that she made, the things that she did, I was like, love, where's your head at? Where the fucking love of Christ is your brain? What's it doing? Very interesting character, but she annoyed me more than I enjoyed her. Poor Sophia. Oh, you can't even see her. There she is. Poor Sophia. I'm going to put you in C because, again, I didn't really have a connection to the character. It was more the story surrounding the character that I cared about rather than her as a person. Okay, let's just bump Laurie down because I didn't even enjoy her enough to be in C. What? Michonne, baby girl. Right up we go. Okay, hang on. No, I need to scroll a little bit. Always been one of my favourites. From how she entered the show to the progression. The only thing I don't really like about her character is how she left the show. I feel like it doesn't really make sense, but it is what it is. We better get her back. Otherwise, what a messy way to leave the fucking character. Lydia. Oh, Lydia. What a weird picture to choose. She looks like she's ready to, like, rob a fucking bank or something. I'm gonna put Lydia up here in B. This motherfucker, I have no recollection of. Okay, into D you go, buddy boy. I want to say her name was Dawn, and I think she enraged me. Into D you go. Oh, there's my girl. Shiva is gonna go into A. I feel like Shiva should be with Dog. But then I feel really bad putting Shiva above characters like Jesus or Herschel. But then again, Dog is above Jesus and Herschel. Will we move Dog down? Will that anger the masses? Who the fuck? Oh, Heath. Another one of those characters that came in, did his thing for a little bit and then just fucking bailed. Heath, you're going to go up there beside your buddy in disappearance, Luke. And you can both sit there and look at each other and be all like, we ain't never coming back. Who the fuck is she? Why do I think that was like one of Rick's flings or something? I don't fucking know. And there you go. Gabriel, you're going right up to... Fulgi, he's going to A. I fucking love him. I love him and I love what they've done with him lately. He got himself an emo hat. Sexy. And again, from being that little like snivelling bitch up on the rock to what he is now, impeccable. Impeccable storytelling and insane growth. No, actually. No. Yeah, you go up there, Gabe. You go right up there to S tier. This woman has been in it for a while. Oh God. Oh fuck, what's her name? All I can think of is Denise, but it ain't Denise. Again, don't have much connection to her, and all I remember is her bailing on Maggie lately. So I'm just going to put you in, like, C tier. I got lukewarm feelings on you. Do we even need to rank this motherfucker? We all know. We all know where he's going. He is my ultimate favourite character, probably of all time. Ever. He'll be on the top of every list I ever make. Eric, Aaron's lover. Maybe put him in B because I loved him and Eric's storyline. I loved him and Aaron's storyline. I loved the collecting license plate thing. I loved their little planning for the future, even though it didn't pan out because love always ends in fiery flames of disaster in this show. But I really enjoyed what we saw of him. I'm having another who the fuck is this moment. We're having a lot of them, my God. They're going into the D list of people I have no memory of, or very vague memory of. Deanna, I guess I'll put her in C. She was okay. I didn't particularly love her as a character, but I didn't particularly hate her, and she did give us Alexandria, so... Oh, Christ. Lads, who the fuck are these people? He's got a toothpick. He strikes me as a bad guy. Why do I think Carol set fire to him? It does sound like something she would do. We're putting you in D. Milton? See? Lads, it's clear that, like, I have more dislikes down here than I have fucking likes, and I'm starting to feel mean. No memory of this person either. Should I? Dunno. Into D you go. Similar things going on here. This guy, he was part of the prison storyline, so I'm going to put him in C. Zeke, oh my God. Zeke, come on up here, baby boy. You beautiful bundle of fabulousness. A. Nope. S. See, I keep thinking A is the highest. I think Zeke would be right in there after Daryl for me. Am I supposed to put them in order in the tiers too? T-Dog. Put T-Dog maybe in B, because the drama that surrounded T-Dog as a character was just the scene where he tackled the fucking walkers for Carol, the scene where he dropped the goddamn key down the fucking tiny little pipe on the roof. My God, he had a short time on the show, but the drama he created, the chaos. Oh, wait, is that Ezekiel and Carol's kid? Who the fuck is this? Uh-oh. Did I make a boo-boo? That's not Henry. Who the fuck is this? I'm gonna put him in C to be safe. I kind of remember his face, but I don't remember who he is. Oh, Coral. Baby Coral, up you go. I'm gonna put Coral in A tier and not S, because I really did like his character. He wasn't one of my favourites, but I loved watching him grow, and he was the first example of watching somebody grow up in the apocalypse that we really got from the show. I feel like killing him off was a big mistake because he could have gone on to be so much. And the thing that they were working up between him, Rick and Negan, I feel like it could have gone on a bit longer. They could have dug a little bit deeper into that. But his death, like, it resulted in the Rick and Negan situation coming to a head finally, and then coming to a stop. Well, it didn't come to a stop, but you know what I'm saying. They found a solution. It was so dramatic, and it was so fucking sad, and it was so heart-wrenching. And it did kind of really hit home the fact that, like, no one's safe in the apocalypse. Character armor is strong, but sometimes it falters. But at the same time, I feel like they did make a mistake killing him off. They could have kept him on even a season longer. I would have liked to have seen more of him, especially because he was starting to grow up, you know? And those scenes with him and Judith were just, oh. Man, RJ ain't even on this list. I just quickly scrolled down to see where the fuck RJ was at. You have this motherfucker, okay? You got this bitch and you don't have RJ? Just so we're on the topic, RJ will be right up here with the other Grimes kids. Who the fuck is this? Doctor... I always get his name wrong. I always think it's Dr. Banner. But then I'm like, nah, that's that Hulk cunt, isn't it? Is it Jenner? And then I just think Kardashians. I don't know, but this is the guy that started it all. And he made a cameo in World Beyond. So I'm going to put you up to C. Just because he's just a fun, spicy little character that just... There's an element of mystery around him. Boom. Boom. I might leave Abe in B. That feels like a good place to have him. Well, now that feels like a bad place to have this cunt. We're going to put you down to C. Sasha. I adored Sasha. Everything about her character. She was a goddamn ray of sunshine. Everything about, like, her and Tyrese, their storyline. Again, how she entered the show versus how she left. Like, the fucking progression. She was just a character that I feel like she never went dull. She never went bland. Loved, loved, loved. And her exit, popping out that coffin. Fuck. She really just went out with one last... middle finger to the world. Loved that. And I loved what they did between her and Abraham as well, even though it was kind of confusing, and it felt like it did feel like it was out of nowhere, because it kind of was. But I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. And I loved watching her and Rosita after Abe died too. This motherfucker. Did he abandon Glenn? Is he the Glenn abandoner, or is he the dumpster? Did he die on the dumpster? I'm getting 3 scenes confused. They all include Glenn. One of them is in a revolving door. One of them is at a dumpster. That's 2. That is just 2 scenes. I'm just gonna put you in C. Trevor? Trenton? Alpha. We're gonna put you up in... B. Just because, like, I liked her. I thought she was fucking nuts. Fantastically portrayed. Samantha Morton is so talented. Is she on the same level as the governor? Yeah. Is she? Well, yeah, because I don't think she's on... I prefer Beta. I don't know why. We'll leave it at that. I want to put her in C, because I feel like D is just a list of people I vaguely remember but make me kind of angry, with some exceptions. There's some people that they don't make me angry, but I don't really feel a whole lot for. Well, no, I guess she'd be there too. Aaron, my fucking goodness, come up here, my good man. Love you, bitch. A or B? Are you an A or B? Leave him B and we can bump you up in a minute. I put him next to his love. Loved watching his progression. From super sweet dude on the road to now single dad. You know what I mean? I love him. I love him. Gregory, you old fart. You're going into C. No, that's D. Well, that's where you're going. And then there you go. This guy, kind of similar. I don't remember a whole lot about. If I don't remember, we were going into D. So sorry about it. Up we go, Tyrese. Is Tyrese a B or a C? I'm going to say B. Yeah, Tyrese is a B. He looks good up there. Why is there so many fucking, like, villains in this list? All of the villains are B tier for me? Should I put them together? Well, it's not all villains, but there's 4 villains in B. That's a lot. I gotta take one down notch. Simon, you're coming down to fucking C. Get out of there. Eugene, you're not staying in D. Come up here with me, darling. B? Again, yeah, B. B's a good place for Eugene. Claimed group motherfucker. He didn't anger me, and I did quite like the claimed group. I thought they were really something, so I'll put him in C. Jackie, put you in C, I guess, because I respect how she went out. I liked that she kind of took the approach I think I would have taken. Jackie was just like, fuck all ye, I'm not even going to attempt this. Out I go, I'm going out here. But there was like a heavy like realism to it. Beth, up here, my love. Beth is a character that I see people saying a lot, like, oh, that she pissed them off, or a lot of people didn't like Beth. I liked her for like what she was. You know, she was this young teen, young adult struggling with, you know, just life in general. And then you got to pile on the zombie apocalypse. Then you got to pile on the fact that she lost so many of her family members. It was a lot. It was a lot for her, and still is probably my favourite Walking Dead episode in all of forever. And I know that's a hot take, and no, I don't care. I loved that episode. I loved the story, the simplicity, and the humanity behind that episode. That it's just a confused girl trying to make her way in the world. She gave herself a goal, and then you get to the goal, you achieve it, and then what? Then what? You know, it's my favourite episode in Walking Dead history, probably outside of the lineup, because let's get real, that's like, to me, peak Walking Dead. But I liked her. I thought her death was absolutely... It was heartbreakingly tragic. It was just like want to vomit on the floor sad, especially Daryl carrying her out and Maggie's response to it. Fuck me, that was powerful. I don't remember him. D. I don't remember her. D. Bob Stuckey, Mr. Tainted Meat. He was alright. We'll put him up in B, just because that tainted meat scene is absolutely iconic. And Miss Jadis. Are you A or a B? Are you A or are you B? I don't know. B. We're going to do a super fast rundown. Okay, so I feel pretty confident with the top tier list. I feel like they all deserve to be there. I don't know, man. I kind of feel like Sasha should be in S tier, just for like how she went out, how she chose that. That was a choice. It was a lot. Yeah, I think Sasha deserves to be up in S. A tier I'm feeling pretty confident about. I feel like Alpha has to be with Beta. Oh, this is getting hard. I love that Dog and Shiva are just sitting here looking at each other like, hey, is she gonna bump us down? I'm just quickly scanning, trying to make sure I didn't do anyone dirty. No, I think that's it. I think that is it for the list. I know this character is missing, but I didn't make this list. So please don't yell at me if your favourite is missing or if there's someone not on the list that should be on the list. I think this is how it stands for now for me. This is what we're looking at. So this is pretty much how I would rank my personal favourites throughout the seasons. Yeah. That is it for this fun video, you guys. I just thought it would be a fun one-off to sit down and just chat and talk about characters and reminisce through some of the older seasons. This was just the Walking Dead specific one. There's like Walking Dead Universe, there's Fear the Walking Dead, there's Walking Dead World Beyond. I think I might do some more of them in the upcoming weeks too, just, you know, for a little bit of fun. But I thought we'd focus just solely on the Walking Dead for this one. Like I said at the beginning of the video, be sure to check out my channel tomorrow because there is a very fun chat video going up tomorrow with an amazing guest. And I'll be back next week with my Fear the Walking Dead reactions. Let me know your thoughts below onto my list. Please don't scald me too much, okay? If some of my choices seemed a bit off, that's okay. Because so am I. Thank you so much for watching and I'll talk to you all soon.